What up, family? It's your ghetto news reporter, MARYLEEDAVIS for 20 Maryland Lee. Today is Barack Obama's birthday, August 4th, 2020. It could very well be 2019 also because of a thing we have called leap year. We have this thing called leap year. But either way, we're looking forward to 2020, whether it's to this year or next year. And before I get ghetto, you understand what I'm saying? Because I am in the hood. I'm so hood. You understand what I'm saying? But I wasn't in the hood for the most part of my life. It's just what you call the end games we playing and stuff with the police. See, they need to go on here and thank me because I paid and paved the way for them to have free donuts and coffee at my AA meeting, Alcoholics Anonymous and stuff. Yeah, you can guarantee the police will show up on Saturdays during spirituality day for, free donuts and coffee. And I paid for it. You see the Davis out the blue. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Now, let's talk about young Pharaoh. I first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to young Pharaoh for, quote unquote, getting off parole. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know his story for real. He says, he says, I should say, I don't know him for real. He says that, he was a gangbanger and, he got caught with a gun once upon a time. And, I guess they let him go. And then another time they caught him and, he didn't, it didn't add up or whatever and stuff. It was false charges or whatever. Kind of sound like my story, but I've never, really being caught with a gun other than the one that I gave up that had, that was registered to me, from Chuck Dalton's gun shop or whatever. So either way, but I did get railroaded May 31st, 2008 for so-called disarming a police officer, something I did not do. And the initial reason why they pulled me over on Devine and Clark was for tinted windows. Haters, just haters. Okay, long story short. Now, young Pharaoh said that he was looking at a video or whatever about Quavo. Quavo, one of the, what is that group name? With Cardi B's husband. You gotta excuse me. I'm the originator rapper, and I'm 53 years old now, and I have a lot on my mind or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But Offset's, Cardi B husband name is Offset, and his group member, one of Quavo, and his girlfriend, name start with an S. Now, Quavo said that he didn't know his girlfriend's zodiac sign, okay? But young Pharaoh, who is very much intelligent, you understand what I'm saying, didn't know how to enunciate his girlfriend's name. You understand what I'm saying? Now you say, well, Mary, you have messed up. Well, I'm not proclaiming to be all educated and smart and, checking out the stars and this and that. We have stars among us. We can look up and come to what they say, what is above is below. So I don't have to really look up to see what's, you understand? I mean, we can go on and on and on. But look, long story short, people know who are somebody growing up. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. They know the children who's going to be somebody. They can tell probably in the womb. You have some mothers that be like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a basketball player." They just know. You understand what I'm saying? For real. So if something happened to your mother and the child is out there to fend for themselves or, with strangers who don't care about them, they just know they're going to be somebody. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to put them in school and teach them anything. I myself, personally, didn't finish grammar school because of situations placed in my life because people knew my potentials. You understand what I'm saying? And that I was a writer and that I am a writer. And my writing speaks for, itself. Considering I never went to high school. You understand? I'm self-taught in a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. But I did get my GED. It was my good enough diploma. And people weren't, to be honest, I'm smarter than most people who've gone to school. So, for the rappers out there who have money, take time out to at least go get your GED or listen to people that are smart, because listening is not only an art, but it's a gift. And when people like Young Pharaoh tries to, degrade uneducated people, you understand what I'm saying, or people who have yet to become educated to make themselves look smarter, I have a problem with that, because my, you know, ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, who was very much educated, had used the word theologian with me. And that means, something about God. You understand? And I didn't understand what that meant. And she laughed at me instead of just saying, that deals with God. I'm supposed to be a godly person, but I don't know what theologian meant. You understand? Because I was uneducated, but not only that, working harder than a man, trying to, I don't want to say please her, but, trying to keep a relationship that was failing from the start. Now, I wasn't too stupid when she stalked me for 6 months and I was out there selling general merchandise and making money and taking care of my business, and had 2 cars in the garage and a scooter, and was giving everybody deals and stuff, selling general merchandise, music, things of that nature, to help the people who have gone to school. See, some people have to sacrifice in order to elevate other people and then come back and help themselves. Or we expect the people who we help elevate to come back and elevate us. But of course, that never happens, right? What they do, they keep going and then they laugh at us and say, look, we're much better than you, which is bullshit. And that's why I came back for the ones who, they tried to shit on one last time. And like me, they try to shit on me. Imagine that, after me helping so many and stuff. You think if it wasn't for me holding on to that flimsy weave or whatever, you understand what I'm saying, that, y'all would have gotten as much as you have? You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So, don't let them discourage you, because I remember being at the East Coast Wagon Train program, and I was hanging around a bunch of Caucasians like Young Pharaoh do. He does. He hang around white people, and it tends to rub off on you. See, you are who you hang around. And if you're in the ghetto, you're going to act like a ghetto person. If you hang around white people, you're going to hang around, either good ones or bad ones. And, you're going to be able to articulate, or you're going to sound dumb as a box of rocks and stuff. That's just for real. So when I was at the East Coast Wagon Train program, I hung around people who could speak, very well. You understand what I'm saying? And then when I got back to live with my sister in the hood, you understand what I'm saying, quote unquote, 7547 South Walcott in Chicago, real talk, it's a block with houses. It wasn't ghetto, but she asked me, my sister, my older sister, because they set me up. They knew they was going to railroad me like I'm being railroaded now. And she said, "Ooh, you sound like you're white. Why do you talk like that?" Because, I was supposed to have been around a bunch of colored people. So I felt, well, I need to tone down and not be so, proper or whatever and stuff, because they knew if I become ignorant, then they can use it against me and say, "Oh, she's one of those ignorant ones. She don't, she's not one of us." Like somebody once told me at a hospital called Mercy Hospital. I'm sitting here, laid up because they done made me homeless or whatever and stuff. And I'm in a private room, and then a nurse comes in with a young teenager, and I'm in my late 20s and stuff. And the nurse, white lady, had a black girl, teenager, start kissing on me and stuff. And I said, "Hey, what's going on?" And the nurse got upset, because, they ended all that freaky deaky stuff or whatever and stuff. The elites and stuff. That's how smart they are. And they take advantage of babies and children, things of that nature and stuff. But I'm the dumb one. And, Quavo, I guess you are too. Maybe Pharaoh was into all that pedophilia. I mean, he wear, his jewelry and his hair's, well put together. Now, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, be a man and tell the truth. Don't get me started, okay? You started it all, though. But look, real talk. So, I rejected the kiss, and they said, "You're not one of us." That's what the nurse said. "You're not one of us," and made me leave the hospital room or whatever. I said, just give me my money. Of course, they gave me my money they had in lockup, at the hospital or whatever and stuff. And that's all I'm asking. Just give me my money, and you can, play your game for the rest of your life if that's what turns you on. But for me and my people, we will become more and more educated by listening to people such as Young Pharaoh, because I have learned a lot from him, mind you. But I would love to have my own experience. Anybody can read a book. You understand what I'm saying? But if you don't have no experience, because everybody knows experience is the best teacher. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody that sounds stupid ain't crazy. You understand? We have all played roles and stuff. I have videos where I don't curse. I have videos when I cuss your ass out. I have videos where I look like I'm about to have a fucking goddamn crack pipe in my mouth and stuff, but I'm sober as fuck. So listen, looks could be deceiving, and never judge a book by its cover. Real talk. Y'all want the city, but we got Illinois, and that's why it's in red. You understand what I'm saying? Red bones, step your game up, because these motherfuckers think we stupid. Real motherfucking talk. Stop reaching, Young Pharaoh, because everybody know you got a little sugar in your tank. I seen that video with you and SETI. You understand what I'm saying? And you was sitting on the couch, and SETI was standing upstairs over a banister. He didn't have any shirt on, and you didn't have no shirt on. That looked very suspect. And the link that I'm gonna put with this video is not that one, but I will put the one that you talked about, Quavo or whatever, not knowing his girlfriend's zodiac sign. Who cares? Can she fuck? That's all that matters. I'm sorry, I'm a comedian too. Don't steal that joke, okay? And don't hold it against me, Quavo. And Young Pharaoh, let this be a L for you, a lesson, okay? And not a loss. Because like I said, I have learned a lot from you. You motivate me, and I still like you. And you're still cute. You understand what I'm saying? But not that cute, okay? Real talk. Don't become too involved with these Caucasians, because they use us all up. Believe me, I've had my share of Caucasians in my lifetime too, and I'm probably a little Caucasian myself, and that's why I feel the need to, tell you about yourself. You understand what I'm saying? I also said, you was a gangbanger, ex-gangbanger, whatever, and all your gangbanging signs, and I got Mexicans right outside banging on the motherfucking goddamn, roof, fixing a roof or whatever and stuff. But I want my house built from the ground up, and I want to participate. See, on the East Coast Wagon Train program, we all participated. It was hands-on training, hands-on experience. You understand what I'm saying? So, I am not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. You understand what I'm saying? I know girls out here can build stuff quicker than... Let me tell you about me, though. I got tired of auto mechanics robbing me and stuff, that I put my own starter in my car, and it started up just like that the first time. I ain't have to read no book, none of that shit. You either got it or you don't. Now, I know a starter ain't too much to do, but it was a start for me. You understand what I'm saying? I worked for Jiffy Lube. I done a whole bunch of stuff, so, people that rap or whatever, that's cool. But get you a trade. Go to Job Corps. You understand what I'm saying? Read books and stuff. You ain't got to become a bookworm like, Young Pharaoh, but, what about hands-on? For real. You understand? Anybody can regurgitate some stuff. Even the baby can throw some shit up in your face. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So, yeah. Never am I a hater. No. Do not act like that's the case. I'm the most wonderful person I know. And Barack Obama, still waiting on you to give me a pardon and tell the truth. If not, then I guess you ain't that smart after all this shit, for real. Because you got to be one smart motherfucker to do what I have done and helped all the ones that I've helped and who feel as though they're not going to be able to help me in the long run. They're not. They refuse. I refuse. If I help Mary, then, that's going to make me look bad. And that's what makes you not smart. See, smart people do what we have to do, not what we want to do. And that's why we get everything we want, including you motherfuckers in the end. You understand what I'm saying? Step your game up. And with that, this is GHETTO News Reporter, Mary Dance between Mary and Lee. Peace.